Hey, shalom, shalom. Kal halayim la Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Chakadash. Peace and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect. Coming at you with another in transit lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Chakadash to feed the Lord's flock with knowledge and wisdom and understanding. All right. And right here, once again, we have another teachable moment in the folly of the individual who refers to himself as Paul Kersey online, who's obviously associated with the IUIC. All right, I've heard elders and brothers say they believe he is Ithun. Makes sense, but point being, the guy hides his identity behind an internet avatar, but then has the nerve to proclaim being some hotshot prophet, you know, and now recently he's been on Apostle Elder Tahar's video saying that IUIC is the only group that the Lord is dealing with. But wasn't you just didn't he just have his name as Paul Kersey for GMS not too long ago? You see, but these guys are given to change. They're double-minded, and he's a demon. Okay? And unless he repents, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is going to deal with him, man. All right? Unless he repents, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is going to deal with him. Because guys like him and his camp, they don't even proclaim the name of the Lord. And you over here being a fanboy for Kyrie Irving, okay, because you believe in men more than the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. What has Kyrie done that warrants you to go and do all that protesting and all that bullshit, man? What has he done? He posted a link to Hebrews to Negroes. Big whoop. Hebrews to Negroes author don't even believe that Esau's the so-called white man. So that's another error. He's on some back to Africa shit. So that's more error and false doctrine to mislead Jake. That's why that was allowed to come out. All right. But hey, the scriptures say that there will be many that will be deceived. There will come those in the last days. There will be scoffers in the last days. There will be those that deceive the flock in the last days. And that's what we have, man. That's why in this book right here, the Apocrypha, it says that there will be many great miseries. All right, because the people have walked in great pride, man. And when you go into the history of Israel, Israel has always been wicked and prideful for the most part. There's always a remnant. All right, the Lord was always dealing with a remnant at particular time periods. All right, but Israel has always been wicked, man, as a whole. Because look what happened in the wilderness. The Lord opened up the sea for us. And despite seeing that miracle, Israel wanted to go and make idols and wanted to make a golden calf. And they nearly put Aaron to death and forced him to do it. Okay? So they've always done this, man. But a dude like Paul Kersey, and the crazy shit is we have to refer to you as Paul Kersey because you don't even show your face or your identity from that avatar. So you're being deceptive. The scriptures say that I shall see thy teachers. So if somebody goes to Paul Kersey page for all the shit that you talk, nobody can get any edification from that, man. All right. But now you went to the Barclays, and best believe Paul Kersey, whoever he is, he was there. All right. Because again, brothers then said that that's Ithun. So he didn't. When they say that, he doesn't say that they're wrong. So we're gonna come to our own conclusion. But either way, he's clearly associated with the IUIC because that's who he reps. But these guys are all about worshiping men. These guys are all about worshiping men and following. Now there is a way that you righteously follow the men of the Lord, but these guys they'll ignore what the Lord's commandment is and just to follow the man. All right. It's supposed to be a conditional following of men on the basis that these men that we follow serve Yahweh Shai. All right. And if they were to stop serving Yahweh Shai, they themselves would tell you that we shouldn't follow them then. We have to look into these things and do our own research to find out, okay, and to prove, all right, are they really saying the truth? But the followers of IUIC, they blindly follow their leaders. That's the difference. The men that we came up under, the Apostles of Great Millstone, from Apostle Elder Tahar on down. All right, we were taught to analyze the things that were taught to us and to look into the scriptures ourselves to see that it was proved to be correct, and to pray unto the Lord and to have a relationship with Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai and to serve Him in our own accord, and not just follow them. Now we do follow them in righteousness because they set forth a great example. But the followers of IUIC, they're just following men. That's why when Kyrie pops up, they'll roll deep to go support a guy that he just shitted on you in the press conference. He said, I don't even know who those guys are, man. Now, how do you look? You know, he didn't say, I'm gonna roll with Israel. Yeah, I'm an Israelite. So what? Nah, he's backtracking. He's downplaying it. Because guess what? Kyrie is a part of that agenda too, man. All right. The truth is flourished before Kyrie said a word. All the Lord is doing with that is magnifying the truth more by having a well-known celebrity and really exposing a lot of guys too, because they're just gonna follow him off the track of him being a celebrity, of him being a man of renown. But guess what happened to those men of renown in number 16? Corey, Dathan, and Abiram, and the 250 princes of Israel that wanted to follow them. They got swallowed by the earth, man. Okay? They got swallowed by the earth. I was watching the Ten Commandments movie. The brother Shabazz was telling me I should watch it, so I went and checked it out. It was actually pretty good. You know, you got to pick the meat from the bones. But for 1956, I was surprised. I was like, shit. That was like probably the best movie that came out around that time. But in that movie they showed how Corey or how Dathan, you know, they messed up the story, but it was certain accuracies, there was certain things that was way off. But they got swallowed by the earth. That was after the whole debacle with the golden calf. That was at number 16. All right, but there's a lot of guys that they will just follow men off the strength of their riches, off the strength of who they are, because they're all about clout. And we've been given the gift of discernment to not just look at the outward appearance and the status of certain men. That we could discern. We're not going to. The scriptures talk about to not be a respecter of persons. So Kyrie gets up there on the press conference, and the reporters ask him, "Well, there's a bunch of guys out there talking about you." He didn't say, "Yeah, we're the Israelites. Those are the Israelites out there." No, and he knows who they are, man. Come on. He played stupid. But hey, at the end of the day, if you want to follow a guy like Kyrie, then let him be your prophet. Let him be your leader, man. Because y'all are rolling deep for a guy like that. He don't give a shit about this truth, man. When it comes down to really declaring what the truth is, now on the surface level, he'll say, "Yeah, he's a Hebrew." But even that, man, these guys can't call a spade when it comes down to it. But the Lord will use them for whatever purpose he sees fit. But when a rich man speaks, everybody holds their tongue and everybody practically worships him. But what has Kyrie done that's so grand and great that he deserves IUIC to roll up with over 100 men deep? What has he done? He posted a link to a documentary. You know how many Israelite Jay-Z just did an album with Jay Electronica? They talking about who the real children of Israel are. Nobody cared because these guys are off. That's been out, man. These guys they all know what the deal, man. LeBron James wore fringes not too long, maybe a couple years back. All right, but they are respecters of person. So Paul Kersey was out there and he got puffed up and he saw IUIC rolling deep for Kyrie, and now he's in his mind. The Lord put that evil thought in his mind IURC is the exclusive group. See, only through the Lord could we do such a great work like this. But don't you know the Lord got you in the trick bag the whole time? There's many. Hey, in First Kings, it talks about the man that went to rebuke Jeroboam. He was from Judah. He was a prophet from Judah, and the Lord told him when he went to Bethel, he told him to depart. Once he did his work in Bethel, he was supposed to leave and depart and not eat, drink, or do anything there because it's a wicked place. Because Jeroboam entreated him like, oh, come to my house. But he's like, no, you're wicked. This whole place is wicked and I'm going to leave because that was the commandment of the Lord. But then another prophet came and lied to him. All right. So men that claim to be prophets lie. That's in the scriptures too. He lied to him and he said, oh, come, the angel told me you could come eat at my house. And what happened to the dude that followed him? He died, man. He got put to death. A lion came and attacked him. And that's the scary part about Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. That man was a prophet. Very well could have been of the elect. You know, I would say he most likely was of the elect, but yet the Lord still put his lights out. So we serve a fearful power, and our power is not to be played with. And a lot of these guys in these Israelite camps, they're playing around too much. You know, they're treating this like some elementary school, like some games, like some grade school shit. You know, where you're with your clique and I'm with our clique. No, this is about the truth, man. Okay? And if IURC, if the Lord was dealing with IURC, they would be teaching the truth about the charagma, which is the chip from Revelation 13 and 16. They would be teaching the truth about the mark of the beast, man. All right? They would be calling on the true name of the Lord, all right? We have various scriptures that go into how important it is to call upon the name of the Lord. All right, but y'all cats, man, y'all are just respect as a person, and Nate got some money, okay, because he's a sellout, all right? And that's who you want to follow. But you see the men, the apostles of Great Millstone, and the brothers that follow that doctrine, and we don't come to glorify ourselves or to get a jet, a jumbo jet, Israelite booster team or whatever. We're not about that, man. We're not selling breakdowns. And you guys are gonna have to answer for all this wicked ass shit, man. All right. And then not only that, you slandered brothers. You slandered apostles, elders, brothers, put brothers' information out there. But I thought we were all brothers and we were all Israelites. I thought we were supposed to be you're supposed to not slander your neighbor. But we're gonna come to find out that y'all are not really brothers at the end of the day. Now the elect that's in that camp is gonna come out of it. We always say that, but y'all dudes that's in that knowingly being deceptive, and let's say even if you slander brothers and the brothers say, okay, I forgive you, but the Lord can still hold you to it. Yeah, the brother forgave you, but did the Lord forgive you? That's something to think about. All right, because our power, Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, Shalom to the brothers tuning in, brother Shamyar, everybody else tuning in, Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Barakatah. But there's going to be many false prophets in these last days, man. Men that are all about themselves. And the Lord gave us the spirit. It's beautiful because we can see right through it, man. You know? Okay, and the Lord is taking care of us anyways, man. They call us the bum camp, the bum this, the bum that. Guess what? Brothers got businesses. Brothers take care of our families. So how the hell are we bums? We just don't worship money like you niggas. And guess what? Because the Lord put it on us to seek out wisdom first, he takes care of us, man. Just like Solomon, he asked for wisdom first and the Lord gave him other things. So we put this truth first, and through that, eventually the Lord puts us in a better financial position. And then we don't even have to sell out. So how the hell do you niggas look? You know? In the industry, you know? Because y'all are just celebrity Israelite. That's corporate Israelites. IUIC are corporate Israelites. That's what I should have titled this lesson, corporate Israelites. Maybe I'll do that in another lesson. But y'all are some corporate PC Israelites. Okay? we're gonna see what happens, because the hour of temptation is coming. And again, just like number 16, the Lord put it on Moses to say, hey, the Lord is gonna make known who is his. You put forth your sacrifice, we'll put forth ours, and we'll see who the Lord justifies in the end, man. Yeah, that's right, Doc. Yeah, camp starter kits, all that bullshit, man. You know, all into the vanity of this world, man. Being attached to this current world setup. Okay, and these elites, they already backed IUIC, they backed ISUPK, so they'd rather them be on the forefront of the Israelite so-called movement of this truth than the real prophets, because the real prophets are going to give you the 100% truth. This is a spiritual battle, man. We're dealing with wickedness, spiritual wickedness in high places, man. So they're very conniving, these devils, and they'll set up. They have a lot of resources to set up, and they can throw a bag at Jake, and Jake will compromise their integrity, compromise the purity of this truth in order to have a bag, because in their mind, oh, well, I'm gonna help my people out with this bag. But the Lord could feed us, man. Where's your faith at? The Lord does feed us, man. And it ain't based off who's selling out and who's not, because us brothers, we didn't sell out and the Lord taking care of us. But you thought selling out, oh, well, I'm gonna sell out. I just changed the truth just a little bit, because the Lord will put a demon in their mind to like justify the shit. Well, I could just switch it up just a little bit, and but look at all the good I can do with this money. But the Lord isn't dealing with that, man. The Lord wants to see who's gonna stand up for the whole truth. And this Egyptian captivity, this modern day Egyptian captivity, is all about our faith being tested on the highest level, even more so than ancient Egypt. All right. Because in ancient Egyptian deliverance, even the wicked Israelites that ended up backpedaling, they got delivered too. And everybody knew they were Israelite back then. But now there's brothers that are Israelite foreigners. So now we believe that we're Israelites, and we believe that the Lord is dealing with us strictly based off faith. And based off what we have also seen miracles though. But we believe in these things based off of faith. All right. See, in the ancient Egyptian captivity, Jake could trace their lineage. Everybody knew who was a Hebrew Israelite back then. But now we got to believe on it through faith. And that's done. That's purposefully, because the Lord wants us to strictly rely on faith, man. Strictly rely on the faith. Yeah, this brother put a precept. Let me see. Yep, there it is. Matthew 6:26. This is the brother Shamyar, Shalom Mat. Yahweh Shem Yashar Brakatah, my brother. Matthew 6:26. Behold, the fowls of the air, for they sow not, neither do they reap, nor gather into barns, yet your heavenly Father feedeth them. Are you not much better than they? But these guys, that's the difference between men of faith and men that claim to have faith, but faith without works is dead. So if you sold out, then you don't have faith. You have faith in the so-called white man and the bag that he put there. I don't talk about the name. Don't talk about the chip. This is just a couple things in the doctrine. It's just a couple little things. Those ain't a couple little things, though. Those are major things, man. But the demon to get in their mind and work on it, you know, plague their mind, and just like Saul, they were tormented with an evil spirit. So where now you're gonna come against the real men of the Lord, and then you're gonna be deceived into thinking that what you're doing is right. And you're going to be deceiving and thinking that you're a man of the Lord, even though you know damn well you sold out. But you're going to justify it because, look, what I'm doing for Israel, I'm doing such a mighty work. I got money. The Lord don't give a fuck about your money. Excuse my French. All right? The Lord don't give a damn about your money, man. Now, if the Lord, because certain brothers are blessed with certain substance, which is a beautiful thing, but that's not what we're here for, man. That's not what we're here for. And we got to be willing to walk away from all that if the time comes. If and when, because the time is going to come. It's not a matter of if, it's when. All right. But these guys, they went out there and they do one protest, and now all of a sudden the Lord is dealing with them. But I thought, oh, you were honoring the apostles, Paul Kersey. You've been on the apostles like a groupie, but now Kyrie popped up and you're a groupie for him, and now, oh yeah, only IUIC. It's exclusively with IUIC now because you got puffed up because you got the news cameras and they fame can go to a man's head. Fame and money and renown, things like that, it could go to a man's head, and that's why that cat, what's his name, Cat Williams, right? He said he made a joke in the stand up, which was very true, that um, yeah, that certain brothers it's best not to have money because not having money keeps us from destroying ourselves, man. Not having too much, because we all need resources and we need to make our daily bread and whatnot. All right. The Lord has daily bread there for us. Hey, we'll take it. But, having too much money, that's why, Jake, we need to be perfect. We need to be made perfect. Yahweh has to come and make us perfect, because if we were to be given the dominion over this earth, but be in these current bodies, we would fuck it up all again. Guaranteed, man. Because we're in the flesh. And what happens is we're susceptible to demons. We're susceptible to wicked thoughts. We're susceptible to the flesh. So if we were to be given the dominion and the kingdom, but not be perfect, it would be vain. It would be pointless. And that's what happened during Solomon's reign, because yeah, he had the dominion, he had everything. Israel had it all, but what happened? They screwed it up. Because and that's why Solomon said his vanities of vanities, man. Because and when you look at it, it's like, wow, it's such a shame how it happened, but it had to happen like that, because it's like, wow, in a matter of like one generation, I think it was, Solomon had the Egyptian king came and sacked the palace and the temple. Only a generation after Solomon, that was it, because he went off in his old age. So they replaced the gold shield, the purity of the gold shield, and then it went to bronze. And that's that's spiritual to me, because it just shows how Israel became more and more corrupted as the years went on, to where now we have Babylon the Great. This is the worst that niggas have ever been. And it's only gonna get worse, because they're not gonna the wicked 2/3, they're not gonna repent, man. They're only gonna these are the same people. They saw the plagues upon Egypt. They saw the might and the power of the Lord. They saw the pillar of fire by night and the cloud by day. They saw the Lord open up the sea and swallow Pharaoh and his hosts, and they still said, nope, that ain't good enough. So what's got to happen to them now? It's going to be a worse judgment. But let's read this. The same brother Shamyar put Proverbs 30:8, remove far from me vanity and lies. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with food convenient for me. Right. That's the best way to be, in that sweet spot. That's a solid precept, the water. That's the best place to be. Right in the sweet spot, man. To where we're not, struggling too much. We all gonna have our struggles and tribulations in this kingdom, either way it goes, but we don't want to have the Lord will ease up off the financial burden so we could be more into the ministry. All right. Eventually, now brothers be having to work for years and years, but eventually the Lord is going to give us a better position. He's going to give us he might elevate you in the position that you're at in your company or your job, and give you like a managerial position or something, to where you're going to get more paper. That way you could take better care. Your bills will be like on autopilot. Everything else will be taken care of. And the Lord clearly takes care of us, man. All right. We wouldn't be able to be out there on the highways and hedges if the Lord didn't feed us, clothe us. Okay. But certain guys, that's not good enough. Having food and clothing and shelter, that's not good enough. No, they need to have the big flashy shit. You know. Now we all like nice things. I like nice things, but that's not what we're here for, man. Israel is a royal people. Of course, we all like nice things, man. But we understand that, especially, and the spirit keeps jumping on me to speak about Solomon. What was the end of that? Because the Lord wasn't being put first. Early in his life, Solomon was putting the Lord first, but at the end, he didn't. And what happened? As is the king, so is the people. So Israel all went off. Well, Solomon's doing it. Oh, well, we could all get into idol worship. And then it just got worse and worse over the years. And then Jeroboam was set up. He set up the golden calves because he was afraid Israel was going to go back to Jerusalem and follow Rehoboam. So it just got worse and worse. But that's what happens when we're given power without the Ruach HaKodesh. All right. And really, we need to be made perfect. Really, this flesh just needs to be put away altogether. Because even though we have the Holy Spirit, we still go off at times because of the flesh. So we just need to be changed. And that's the conclusion of the matter, man. All right. We have the hope and the faith that we will be changed when the time comes. All right. This brother put 1 Timothy 6:8. And having food and raiment, let us be therewith content, right? No, you need to have a jet. You need to have this. You need to have that. No, just have. All we need to ask is for the daily bread and for our necessities to be taken care of. That's it. And if the Lord wants to give us a little extra, then hey, why do you how about Shem Yahushai? But if not, then we're content. That's the mindset we have to have. But you have guys out there, they're not content. They want to make the truth is their profession in a wicked sense. The truth is our profession on the right hand, and that it's a vocation, it's a calling that we've been called into. But then to them, it's a business they can profit off of. All right, they don't have an actual job. All right, they don't want to actually work with their hands and get down and form a business. Or you could get money, man. It's Babylon the Great. You could make money out here, man. There's plenty of opportunities out here, man. You ain't got to sell out, but no, they want the easy way out. Pray to the Lord will give an increase, and he'll give you even more than you expected. You know? But all we need to do is work hard. That's why Apostle Paul even said that men should work with their hands. And he mentioned about having a job, but no, these guys, they want their job to be making money off the congregation. That's their job. So they turn the truth into filthy lucre's sake. They turn the truth into making it for filthy lucre's sake. So when they see Kyrie, they see cha-ching. They see money signs, man. Because they know that dude has a lot of followers. So if they could align themselves with Kyrie, y'all forget it. This Israelite thing is just going to take off. We're going to get all the Jakes to come in. We're not here for that. We're here for the elect. But, they're not hearing us, though, man. We preach it, like they say, we preach it to the choir, man. Because they're not gonna catch on. Yeah, this brother put Isaiah 1:23. This is Yawachanan 3.0. Shalom, Mark. Isaiah 1:23. Thy princes are rebellious and companions of thieves. See? Everyone loveth gifts. A lot. Yeah, everyone loveth gifts. A gift destroyeth the heart. Having too much resources can destroy you, man. Could destroy any one of us. That's why we don't, like, people be telling me, yo, play the lottery. I'm like, yo, I'm good. I'm good, because that could be Satan. If I hit, and let's say you make a $300 million or whatever that shit is, that could destroy you in this kingdom, man. There's so many downfalls, man. And if we do get some kind of, whatever the Lord gives us, we got to pray to use it, to use it for the ministry, to use it in a way that the Lord is going to love and accept, man. All right, because having too much resources again can destroy men. We've seen it. Look at the industry, man. How many of those Israelites make it out okay of that industry, man? They all get fucked up. But they had all the money in the world. Allen Iverson. I was looking at Dame Dash. Dame Dash was worth millions. Now it says, now Google be lying, but it says his net worth is like 100,000. And he's talking about on the interview how he's having fun, but that nigga don't look happy. He looks miserable, you know? But hey, I mean, we'll see. Maybe if he didn't sell out, then maybe the Lord can have mercy on him. But them dudes in that industry, man, they all look miserable, man. All right. But he's talking about how, yeah, I'm having fun. I'm just doing what's fun to me. But you don't sound or look like you're having fun. See, the truth is actually fun to us in reality. We really do enjoy doing this, man. It's a pleasure to go out there with the Akim, with the brothers, and to preach, man. I look forward to it, man. But let me finish this precept. Isaiah 1:23, thy princes are rebellious and companions of thieves. Everyone loveth gifts and followeth after rewards. They judge not the fatherless, neither doth the cause of the widow come unto them. You see? Yeah, their princes are rebellious. All right. Everyone, yeah, it says that they judge not the fatherless, neither doth the cause of the widow come unto them. Yeah, because if the fatherless and the cause of the widow and the poor was coming unto you, you wouldn't be charging for breakdowns. You would be thinking about the affliction of Israel, and you would say, you know what, let me be merciful. I'll make my own money instead of being a lazy shithead. You know, I'll go out and I'll work with my hands and I'll grind it out, and the Lord will give me an increase. But no, you got to make money off the congregation. When you see the sheep, you see the wool that's on them. You see the wool that you could. I'm gonna make a fleece. I'm gonna make a killing off these sheep. All right, but that's the wolves that's among the sheep. All right. Isaiah 1:24. Therefore saith the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua of hosts, the mighty one of Israel. I will ease me of mine adversaries and avenge me of mine enemies. Yeah. And it's wicked 2/3 of our people are enemies, man. So the Lord will have camps like IUIC and ISUPK because they're gonna catch a lot of the 2/3 because they're teaching that you could go ahead and get that chip. And that's the real main prophecy. It's very controversial, but to us it's just straightforward. But I heard a brother say that if you ask IUIC, if you ask 10 members of IUIC, and this is very true, if you ask 10 members of IUIC, what's the breakdown on the mark of the beast, you're gonna get 10 different answers most likely. If you ask ISUPK, you separate them, what we call what they call a cross-examination. You separate them and you put them in 10 different rooms, and you don't have them because they'll just be on some yes man shit. If one guy says this is the breakdown, yeah, the mark of the beast is money. The other brothers in the camp, Khan, yeah, that's right, up. But if you separate them and you ask them individually, like, yo, what's the mark of the beast? He's gonna say one thing, he's gonna say another thing, because they're not on one accord, man. It's just confusion. All right. And they may have started off with good intentions, but hey, good intentions ain't good enough. Okay, there's a lot of Israelites in the scriptures that had good intentions, man. Okay, but what happened? Saul started off with good intentions. He was a man of the Lord. He was prophesying. Saul's amongst the prophets. He's clearly a man of the Lord. Everybody thought that. But what happened? That time revealed differently. The Lord revealed differently through the course of events happening. All right, but with that, I'm close to my destination, so I'm gonna go ahead and close it out. I don't want Ratazah. This is edifying. I'm gonna go ahead and give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Machakwadash. Lord's word is edifying, and I don't want Ratazah to catch up on the next one. Shalom.